I.Pavlenko, From Family to Family, Chapter 4, Part 2.9, Lychany, Trostianets, read by Natalia Buzova. I left the office with the intention of going to Chetvertnya. In the hallway, I met the principal of the Trostyanets secondary school, Dmitry Safonovich Antonyuk. He suggested having a snack at the city canteen and then driving together. We were on our way. While we were having lunch, Antonyuk asked what had happened to me, where and with whom I had worked before, and then made the following proposal. Why do you need to go to Chetvertnya, to the Policia Outback? Come to my school as a director of studies. There is a high school. There are more opportunities for professional growth, and the salary of the director of studies is the same as the principal's of an 8th grade school. And I can offer you an apartment at the school in no more than a month. Now a caretaker lives in it who is going to move out to buy his own house. Instead of Chetvertnya, I stopped at Trostyanets. I liked the village, big and clean. There were several shops, a canteen, a clinic, a pharmacy, a post office, and a mill. And of course, a large collective farm. The school was new, 2-story, and in the old building there was a boarding school for students from remote villages and my future apartment. The place was just wonderful. There were old linden trees around, a vegetable garden, and a small garden nearby, and the distance beyond the fields stretched for us. We went to school. Bright, large classrooms, a gym, a physics room, a library, a buffet. The spacious teacher's room was equipped with chairs and desks. One of them, large, was for the director of studies. There was a separate room for the principal. Everything looked solid and compared favorably with poor 8th grade schools. I agree, but what will Polishuk say to this? I asked. He has nothing to say, Antonyuk answered. He's taken my director of studies from me to the position of district inspector, and now it's my turn to win you from him. Then let's go back to his office and try to come to an agreement, I suggested. You don't need to go there, Antonyuk objected. I'll do everything myself. With those words, he went to the phone and contacted Polishuk, and I was watching the duel between them for about 5 minutes. Finally, Antonyuk beckoned me with his finger and handed me the phone, showing with all his appearance that the matter had been agreed upon. So, did you agree to Trostyanets? Asked Polishuk. I did, Vitaly Filimonovich. Fine, come back tomorrow for your order. Thank you, I'll come. But Antonyuk dissuaded me from going for the order. I'll go and bring it myself. I know Polishuk. He will drag you to the district committee and then they will take you anywhere. We have such schools behind the forests and swamps that no one stays there. I will say that you will be busy transporting your family tomorrow. After that, we inspected the apartment at Maria Ogorodnik's. There was one large room with a corridor and a separate exit. We lived in it for 2 months, and then, as Antonyuk had promised, we moved to the premises of the school boarding school. By order of the district authorities of August 19, 1963, I was appointed director of studies of the Trostyanets secondary school and worked in this post for 15 years. And after retiring in 1978, I taught the Russian language and literature for 2 more years. In this school, I grew creatively as a teacher, became an excellence teacher in public education of the Ukrainian SSR, received about 30 different diplomas, became the head of the Regional Methodological Association of Teachers of the Russian Language and Literature, and the Literary and Creative Association of Young Poets at the editorial office of the regional newspaper Leninskym Shlyachom. More than 20 of my students became teachers of the Russian language and literature, and some became employees of regional newspapers. 3 times I was offered the position of school principal. The first time, Silno, the second, Kivertsi, the third, Trostyanets school. But I refused, arguing that every person should do what he knows how to do better and with love. The director of studies is the brain and engine of the educational process. This requires knowledge, experience, and skills in working with children, as well as constant creative searches, love for your profession, and daily work from dawn to dusk. It was from the village of Trostianets that 3 children of Shura and mine flew into the world. The eldest Risha graduated from the Lutsk Pedagogical Institute, named after Lesya Ukrainka, Faculty of History. He worked as the director of studies in the village of Zhornyshe, Kivertsi district, and has the title of Honored Teacher of Ukraine. He's married. His wife Nadia is a livestock specialist by profession. Now they live in the town of Kivertsi, Volyn region, and work in the district state administration. They have 3 sons, Yura, Vova, and Vita. Yura graduated from the Lutsk Pedagogical Institute, Faculty of Physics and Mathematics. He works as a teacher in the village of Zhornyshe. He is married. Together with his wife Oksana, they are raising 2 children, daughter Yulia and son Roman. Vova studies at the Lutsk Institute, Faculty of Law. Vita studies at the History Department of the Lutsk Pedagogical Institute. Our second son, Volodya, graduated with honors from the Kiev River School and the Institute of Water Transport in Gorky. He worked in the Stirharin department as the captain of a passenger ship on Lake Svites and then as an inspector captain of the shipping inspection. He's married. His wife, Oля, is an economist by profession. In 1987, they moved from Lutsk to Kremenchuk, where Volodya worked at the City Water Utility Center, and Oля worked at a wheel factory. They have 2 children, Dima and Tanya. Dima studies at a military school at the Kiev Polytechnic Institute. Tanya works at the City Water Utility Center and studies part-time at the Kremenchuk Polytechnic Institute. Daughter Natasha graduated with honors from the Kiev Institute of Foreign Languages and works as an English teacher at the Trostianets Gymnasium in the city of Kiev. She is the author of teaching aids prepared for use in schools in Ukraine. She's divorced. Her son Denis is a student at the Kiev Institute of Linguistics and Management. I'm increasingly inclined to blue-eyed Volyn with its rivers and lakes, with forests full of mushrooms, berries, and songbirds. And Trostyanets has become my second native village, which I will tell you about later, if I have time. The 23rd of November, 1999, Kiev.